because you're sowing a seed. We want to talk about putting good seed, sowing into good and fertile ground. We want to make sure that we're sowing into our future, into our children's future, and our children's future with property, with real estate. Okay? Do you want to buy and flip? Do you just want to buy and then sell and get what you can out of it? How do you want to make your investments? Do you want to buy a home and not rent at these high rental prices? Here in Colorado, I tell you what, it costs more to rent than it does to buy. So, this is Dr. Sharon D. I played the theme for Coffee Talk. And you know, I always let you understand, leave you with an understanding that arise and shine. We're not talking about get up and get your cup of Java this morning. Just get your cup of coffee. And I just want you to shine because it's early morning. We're looking and saying, arise to the occasions. We're in 2018 and it's time to shine. It's time to do something a bit different. Have a lifestyle that you choose to have. Yes, it's very difficult. We're robbing Peter to pay Paul. We said, now my credit is bad, but they even have answers for that. So I'm going to go on and not delay the suspense. I need some drums. Woo! I don't want to delay the suspense any longer. I wanted to let you know that in the studio today, I have Miss Annette Maxwell. She's a broker associate with Sold Realty Services. And I want to let you know that she's doing her thing. She's not someone that is willing to look and say, well, you know, you go find a house and I'll just help you figure it out and just take your money because she can. She's someone that's willing to walk you through the process, to sit with you, to help you figure out what needs to happen. And then she's partnered with Mr. Calvin Mallard. Let me tell you, Mr. Mallard is a lender with a plethora, let me tell you again, with ginormous amount of information, not just a little bit of information, but he is equipped to even help second-time home buyers. And I'm going to let him go into all of that to give you that information. So I want to introduce you to Annette Maxwell, a broker associate. Hey, Annette.
Hi, how everybody doing in Radio Land today?
Yes. I am excited today. And I want to introduce you to Mr. Calvin Mallard. How are you doing, Mr. Mallard?
I'm doing fine. Thank you very much for having us again tonight.
Yes. I definitely want to have you guys moving forward with us here on PP Radio. Reason being is because you're talking to a community that sometimes is left behind, forgotten, where we have to figure out everything, on our own. We have to get the book and say, well, let me sit here for hours and hours and hours and figure it out for myself, where other, I want to say, groups of individuals have the information handed to them. Some of them hit 18 and 19 and already have the investments in place for them.
Absolutely.
So what I'm looking at today is us really giving the information to equip Black America and also the African community and also, I want to say, multicultural community to get out here, because we sell to everybody. I'm not going to exclude anybody, but I'm just saying that we want to make sure that we're looking at how to get out here and to succeed in purchasing a home. So my first question to you, Annette, what are you thinking about with purchasing versus renting?
Well, first of all, Sharon, I would like to say that's really awesome. Calvin and I teamed up together and we chose BP Radio because we know what you're saying as far as the African American community. So sometimes we just think because grandmother didn't own a house.
That's right.
Mother didn't own a house, and it's generational. But I want to go to the scriptures that's not God's best for us. God wants his people to own real estate, and especially now here in Colorado with rent just being, people are getting rich off of us. So I'm, not just strategically saying that I don't want to help anybody else, but I really feel a calling on my life with both Calvin and I to be able to be a blessing to African American people and to let them know, yes, you can own a house, you can purchase a house, and I'm just so thankful for BP Radio, which
PB.
is PB Radio,
Yes,
Proud
gotcha.
Black Radio. Okay,
Cause she be
all right.
saying I'm black up a girl. We done went on back into that era. Say it loud. Yes. Yes, I love that.
Yes,
But
yes,
it's PB. Yes. So I get it. You know, Annette, I know for me, I thought when I had hit my late 20s, it was like, I'm almost 30 years old. I'll be 37. I don't own my house. I'm renting. I've always thought renting was not a great idea, just for me personally.
Right.
Number one, I had children. I had gotten married early, had children. And it's difficult to be in a home renting with kids upstairs running over someone's head, or if you're on the bottom floor, somebody else up over you.
Correct.
And then you're looking at the situation where if they had animals, because, you know, you always had animals. Well, growing up, I had King, a big old German Shepherd, you know.
Yeah.
And so you can't have certain types of animals in an apartment.
Right. That's
Or
right.
condos
That's
or
why.
nothing else,
That's
you know?
why you should purchase your own, where you can have your dog. You know, you got yards, and with with rent being so
High.
crazy, you know, why not purchase? But I understand some of the repercussions that people got. They don't know where to start. So that's where Calvin and I are here to try to help people with what to start and take some of the pressure off of being it, because that's a big thing to be able to purchase a house. That's one, you know, some people never do it, but some people might only do it one time in life. So it's something really big. So we're here as professionals to be able to talk you through from start to finish and just try to take some of the pressure off when it comes to purchasing a home. And you don't have to start out big with a mansion. Just get a condo. At least you own it.
Exactly. I like that way of thinking. So, Calvin, okay, I have someone that's looking and saying, okay, Miss Annette, you're going to help me purchase a home. What's my next step? Because I came to you, that was faith.
Right.
You know, that was a big step
Correct.
of faith for me to just come to you. And I don't know how my credit is. I don't know what's going to happen to me. So now you're going to say, well, I'm partnered with a lender. And that is so fearful because now I got to give you my personal information. My information is jacked up, Calvin. I don't want you to see it. Then what am I going to do?
I think everyone has a great deal of stigmatism about talking to a lender and sharing their personal information with someone and their credit. So the very first thing that I try to do is get them to relax and be comfortable. Because what I'm going to do for you is find out where you're at and just work with you from that point forward. I tell people all the time, start where you stand and let's find out where you're at and what we can do to improve your situation. Because if you're uncomfortable about moving forward or where you are, that's usually because you just don't know what's going on and you don't have a plan to take the next step. So what I do is put you on a plan to take the next step so that you can move forward. That's the big thing.
Okay, so I'm going to go on this plan, right? How does the plan look? What am I thinking about? What am I looking at? Because now I know that that first step of faith I took and I went to the realtor. And now she's bringing me to a lender. So since I'm with the lender, what are some of the steps that I need to go through? What do I need to speak with you about?
I'm going to go back to the 3 things that we talked about last week because I'm going to share with them again the 3 things that they need to know about and to get set up to take the next step. So I always take them on a step-by-step journey and focus on one thing at a time because the